Hey guys, welcome back to Small Trees. I was making an intro for another video and trying to decide what trees I wanted to work on, and it kind of occurred to me that I've got a tree that never shown, and it's been hidden in the corner of my property for a couple of years, and it goes really well with the previous video about how soil and sunlight and water, how big of a difference it makes. So I thought maybe I could dig that tree up and we could get it somewhere a little more suitable for good growth. So this is a tree that I planted in the corner of my property and completely neglected it for the last 2 years. As a result, it has not really grown at all. And as you'll see in a few minutes, it's one of the few trees that stumped me when it comes to root work. One of the few things that was a pleasant surprise about this tree is that I did plant it on top of something to keep its roots shallow whenever I did originally plant it. And even though that hasn't really grown much, I was surprised at how easily it came out of the ground. Part of the reason behind that is probably the soil that it's planted in. It's just my natural soil, and it's really almost just silt, really fine particles, and most trees don't exactly flourish in it. Another little telltale sign, you can see this ground has not been touched in 2 years, but there's almost no undergrowth here. Now watch how easily this tree comes out of the ground. I mentioned earlier that this tree was planted on something when I originally planted it in the back of my yard. That something was a cookie sheet, and I'm not entirely sure why I chose a cookie sheet or where I got it. I probably stole it from the kitchen, but nobody has to know. I picked this tree as the subject of the video because I wasn't really worried about losing it if I overworked it now in the fall. It turns out that the roots of this tree are an absolute mess, and there's no way that I can really fix it without doing a complete overhaul, which would probably kill the tree since I'm working it now. I'm going to show you the work that I did, but it's not my best work, and I want you to know that this is not the level of work that I pride myself on. This is very basic removal of downward, thick, ugly roots, and not a whole lot else. Either way, relax and enjoy.